Hi, welcome to Fit for a Feast. My name is Sloan.
And my name is Katrina, and today from Fit for a Feast we will be giving you more tips on how to do handstands.
So this is our first video on how to do handstands. We're going to do two parts. So this is part number one.
It's how to use the wall to get your handstand.
Before doing handstands, you want to make sure your wrists are warmed up. But on our other video, we already explained exercises. So you can go ahead and check that out.
It's always good to work on your arm strength and core strength because that will help you in your handstands.
One thing you can do, which really helps if it's your first time doing handstands, you can get on your knees and you put out your hands, your arms, and you want to make sure your arms are locked and you keep the weight of your shoulders in front of your hands. And you want to make sure your fingers are spread out too.
So the first option for handstands on a wall is you're going to start with your back and everything flat up against the wall. Then you can bend forward and put your hands so they're underneath your shoulders. Then, first you can start with them more out to make it easier to get up the wall, but then move them in after. Then you're going to take your feet and be like Spider-Man and walk up the wall. And then once you're like this, you can walk your hands closer into the wall if it's possible for you. And then you're going to be in a position like this.
And so if you're looking at Katrina, you want to make sure that you keep your head tucked in like that, and you want to keep your body in a straight line. So then getting down from the wall, you can either go to the side, so kind of like a cartwheel, just bring your legs down, or you can just slowly come down, walk out your hands, and then bring your feet down. So I'm going to do the same thing, except I'm going to stop in an L position. This is really good to get your arms and your wrists prepared for doing actual handstands and feeling the alignment you need to do. So I'm just bringing my hands down and then walking up my legs. And now I'm in an L position.
And tuck your head in for a proper position. You can just go down how you came up. So since we have more experience and stuff already with doing handstands, we weren't using mats. But for the next thing, especially when you're kicking up into handstand, you definitely should be using mats. If it's your first time ever doing handstands, make sure that you're using mats throughout the process so you don't hurt yourself.
So now Katrina's going to kick up into a handstand against the wall. This is really good to do before you actually try it because you won't go all the way forward and fall down. You get to feel what it's like to do a handstand and you can practice balancing. So then once you're there, and if you feel really confident, you can try even lifting up one hand. But be careful.
So Sloan's going to kick up into her handstand, and she's going to hold here for about 6 to 10 seconds. And then once she feels that she's nice and balanced and she's getting the hang of it, then she can take off her feet and try to balance without the wall. And you can keep practicing like that so you can get the movement and strength of just holding it there.
If you feel that you're losing balance, you can always kick back onto the wall, so instead of coming down, or you can just come down.
So if you were able to kick off the wall and hold the handstand for about 5 to 10 seconds or whatever, then you're pretty ready to try handstand away from the wall. So have fun practicing your handstands and make sure that there's no obstacles or anything in the way of your handstand so you don't kick anything.
Which is why I'm going to go over here.
So see you later on Fit for a Feast.